morning. Today is a two-fisted caffeine kind of a morning. To all my sisters out there who are married to men who snore, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Love my husband. Love him with my whole heart. Greatest guy in the world. But he has caused me a lot of sleepless nights. So yeah, I've already had a 5-hour energy. I've just about finished my first Diet Pepsi of the day, and I've already had a swig of my caffeinated Crystal Light. It's all good. So today's gonna be a fun day because my class is going on a field trip. We're going to the DIA, which I love. I never get enough time at the Detroit Institute of Arts. It's amazing. So I'm excited about the field trip, and I know the kids are really excited as well. I still have 2 darlings who need to bring me their permission slips. So my fingers are crossed, and I'm hoping and praying, please bring your permission slips, guys, because I hate to go on a field trip and leave munchkins behind. That just always makes me sad. So hopefully they remember. I've been on them for a week to bring in this permission slip. So that's what's happening today, and yeah, that's kind of all I have at the moment. Oh, thank you. Seriously, I woke up this morning to just a ton of comments on my last video. I'm glad you guys are happy that I'm back. I was afraid that after being gone for like over a month, that like, we don't care. But anyway, thanks for commenting, and I will talk to you soon. In my room, I need to ask you guys a favor. I need some ideas for lunch. I have been eating the same lean cuisines now for 10 years. And honestly, I am reaching a point where I can't stomach them anymore. You know, I have a yogurt every day for health reasons. I eat my lean cuisine. I'll usually toss in a banana or something. But here's the thing. I don't want to be bothered to make like a real fancy lunch. I don't have time to throw together a salad or to, you know, on a weekend cook a couscous salad and, you know, put things in mason jars. Seriously, who has time for this? I don't have time for this. So if you have a lunch recommendation, something that's really simple, that I have no prep work, just toss it in my lunch bag and leave the house. Please let me know in the comments below, because I need some other ideas for lunch, I really do. But nothing with mushrooms. I don't do fungus. If it grows on your toes, it ain't going in my mouth. So, right now I've just been kind of tidying up a little bit, organizing things. Things are a little messy in here. Also, a lot of you in the comments yesterday were asking about minimalism and was I still doing that? And I am. Although I will be honest, right now my house is a bit of a mess because we are still trying to get things back in order from the power outage. It's amazing how fast your house goes to crap when you don't have electricity for 4 days. And so that's one of the things I've been working. Why is this in the wrong place? My kids are messing my stuff up. I hate when my kids mess my stuff up. But so I do need to get the house back in order, and I actually haven't done a purge in a while, so I do know that right now there are definitely things in the house that can be tossed and gotten rid of. So that's probably what's going to be on my agenda for this weekend. Right now though, I am just tidying up the room a little bit, and this morning the kids are going to come in, we're going to have breakfast. I'll take attendance and do admin stuff, and then I will probably read a couple of chapters from the book I'm reading to the class right now, because we're leaving on the bus at 8:45 this morning to go to the DIA. And luckily the field trip is only like 3 hours long, so we'll be back at the building to have lunch here. We've flipped lunch schedules with the 5th and 6th grade, so this way when we come back the students will still get their full lunch period. So that's good. And then, but because it's a shorter field trip, we don't have to, you know, take book bags and lunches and cart all this food over. We'll be back in time for that. So that makes it a much more simple field trip. And then one of the perks of doing 4th grade versus 1st grade, my field trip kit consists of Band-Aids. Seriously, I will throw about a dozen Band-Aids in my purse and we're good to go. When I used to teach 1st grade and even 2nd grade, you know, I would have Band-Aids, I would bring extra food, I would bring, medicines and tweezers and just you name it. I used to just bring like the entire bathroom contents in a bag with me on a field trip for the little ones. Fourth graders, they're bigger, they can handle it, they're good. Much easier field trips. But with fourth graders, honestly, all those things that I used to freak out over with the field trips, it's not necessary. I just bring a few Band-Aids, it's all good. And this is the first year in many years that I'm going on a field trip and I'm not bringing asthma inhalers, diabetes medication, EpiPens. I have 2 kids in here with a peanut allergy, but other than that, I actually have a pretty healthy class this year. Usually I'm, in my bag, I've got like my big bag, and I'm like a walking pharmacy because I've always have children with health issues of some kind. Last year I had like 3 inhalers and a complete diabetic kit on me. It's like, holy cow. So yeah, no inhalers this year, none of that stuff. So a dozen Band-Aids, I'm good to go.
Teacher, you're certainly welcome to have the bench over here.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now let's talk a little bit about what we're doing together, all right? Part of our job is for us to read art just as you read a book. That's what my goal is today. Did you learn to look at it and you see just as familiar as when you're reading a book? Does that make sense? Okay, so this seated person here looks very similar to this person that's standing, that's holding a plate of oranges. And to you it looks like that this is a dinner hour for a family. What more can we find?
It's so much. It's hard. I'm trying to for my mom and my dad on my grandma's. Now, how do you make yours like that so big? I don't know. I think we should do that.
Making a plate, Dejana?
Starting it in this time, keep it in your hands,
I need a board. I'm making it flat and then I'm going to do like this. You ready? No, you don't have to pick. You do I'm good both ways.
So which one's your favorites? The first one?
The second one.
The second one's your favorite? Because it gets a little easier? Yep. Both of them? Okay.
It might be both. I might be.
Oh, good job, guys.
I messed up the first one.
Okay. But don't you find it easier the second time around?
Yeah, I'm going to put the ball inside of the plate.
Oh, that's really cute.
And then I'm going to make a spoon, so it's like
Yes.
I done that.
Okay. You want another? Ask Mr. Byron for.
We're going to go in a big thing we call a kiln. What do you think a kiln is? A kiln is a big oven. Once this goes in the oven, it goes up to about 2,000 degrees. 2,000 degrees is really hot, and then it turns into this. Do you think we can recycle this to clay anymore?
No.
Once it goes in the kiln, now this is powder.
White cocoa.
Which color should I use next?
Yay, my gold. Look at mine. That's so cute. You know
Jada, honey, you gotta start painting. We're running out of time.
Some black. I'm just
Give
trying
you
to
a
hurry up
refill
and finish
here.
the bottle. We need more white. That's the red. It's the red.
My boys were very creative.
They're trying a lot of things over here.
I like this china. But I'm doing this one, but I'm gonna try this one. Black leopard.
Ooh, pretty stripes. I like. Ooh, Aaliyah, that's really pretty. It's like on a pedestal. We're back from the DIA. My kids are at lunch right now. I just ate my lunch, and I made sure to get all the food off my face before I turned on the camera this afternoon. Yeah, I did not anticipate shooting an entire video yesterday with a blueberry stuck to the side of my face. So I am food-free today. We are having a different lunch hour. Usually we have the middle lunch period, but to accommodate our field trip, we are actually having the last lunch period today, which is good. This way my children get their full recess and all the time they need to eat their food. The kids had a blast today. The field trip that we did is in two parts. The first part, the children go with the docent through the museum and they observe works of art. And the program is really child-centered, and the children just comment on what they see. And as one child comments, another child will go, oh yeah, and maybe this means this. And so the docent pulls all the information out of the kids. And the docents never actually read the plaque next to the painting. They never actually tell the kid what the painting's about. Because the whole point of it is to increase their observational skills and to have them really examine and to look deeper into the paintings. It's actually a really amazing program, and we're going to be going 4 times this year. And the first time, the kids are always a little nervous, a little hesitant. They don't say very much. But by the last time you go, the kids, they just tell everything they see in those paintings or whatever work of art that they're examining. They'll look at mummies, they'll look at paintings, they'll look at digital art, they'll look at statues and clay pieces. So it's a lot of fun for the kids, and they get to do something that they usually wouldn't do. And then the second half of the field trip is hands-on art. And we have an art program here where I work, but unfortunately our art teacher is art on a cart. So that greatly limits the activities that he can do. He's an amazing art teacher. He's got an amazing background and he's just really, really good, but it's not like he can lug around, big heavy containers of pottery clay and, carry a kiln with him wherever he goes. So the art program at the DIA allows the children to explore art mediums that they don't have access here to at school. So I love the program. So we go last year we went 5 times. This year we're only going 4 times. Not sure why. But so it's a really amazing program through the Detroit Institute of Arts, and if you are a teacher in the area, you really need to look into it because it's a really amazing program. So I'm going to stop talking right now though because I want to get a little bit of work done before I have to pick the kids up from lunch and prepare for my afternoon. Although because we have the last lunch period and we have prep later today, my afternoon's actually really short. I don't have a lot of time at all, but I still want to get ready for it. My munchkins are at the library. I have to pick them up in about 10 minutes. And while they were away, I was working on sub-plans for tomorrow. So I just have half a sheet or one page here for the AM session. We've got our daily 5 in there, along with a math lesson for them to cover, a few extra worksheets, because I would rather leave too much and not have it get covered as opposed to not leaving enough for a substitute teacher. Also, I've mentioned this before, but for daily 5, whenever I have a sub in the room, I will pull the focus lessons out and just have the sub read a book to them on the carpet. So the sub will do a nice long read aloud to the class, and then the class will go through the 3 rotations of Daily 5, but without the other focus lessons. So this way it just makes it a little easier for the substitute teacher, and the kids won't be saying something like, oh, that's not how Miss Beitler does it. Because the kids, they don't handle subs well. They really don't. They get used to your structure and your routine, and they want you to continue it going that way. So that's that. My sub plans are ready for tomorrow. I've made sure to leave out attendance, a breakfast form, and a student roster for the sub. And I hope you enjoyed our trip to the DIA today. I hope you enjoyed watching the kids and everything that was going on. And with that though, I am going to wrap up today's video. I'm really glad to be back, and I'm glad that so many of you are leaving comments on the last video. I was a little nervous coming back after my absence. It's like, oh, will they even care anymore? But I'm glad. I'm happy. With that, I will talk to you guys later. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from the future, click the subscribe button. Bye.